Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back. Shy of the 20. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play action. Now it's Allen. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
56. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
On play action, Allen. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Mike 5 180. Mike 5 4. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Round 80. Alert.
On the draw play, Coleman. He'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A 3rd down gain of 19. Beasley signed with the Bills in March just before his 30th birthday after 7 years with the Cowboys, hoping that he can be a very valuable slot receiver in Buffalo. Just under 700 yards last year and 3 touchdowns in Dallas. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up second and 11 at their 48-yard line.
Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. Here we go. Top 10.
On second and 11 now. Allen. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
At the 47-yard line.
Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago. It's Derrick Henry. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up third and long.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. He's coming. Double up.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Oh, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second and 4 at the 32-yard line.
The last run got 6, now second and 4.
You ain't doing nothing today.
On second down, it's Coleman, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Handoff, Coleman, right side. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Coleman. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. From the gun, it's Allen. And that's caught by Beasley. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
They'll run on first down. It's Coleman, and he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
56.
Here's Allen to throw it. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Bills on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's got his tight end, Oliver. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. Allen now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Coleman. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Man open. That's Robert Foster, complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
The Bills on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Allen. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Pretty heavy traffic over the middle on that one, and somehow he emerged with the football. Way to possess it, despite all the extra contact and people around him.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on,
one?
what does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check 24. He's three.
Derrick Henry. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Check. One. Shoot. Very good.
Mariota hands to Henry. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
We ain't giving up nothing today. Say. One.
Now a play fake here on first down. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Coleman now. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Allen. And he took that in one-handed. What a grab. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's got some fun when we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers, too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Mariota gives to Henry. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. On 3rd down, Mariota. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Cut.
To the air, Allen. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Gary Jackson. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
At the 17-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Mariota being chased out left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. I got you, boy. Fox try. Check 33.
From the gun, Mariota. Toward the pylon, caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
And goal at the 1-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
I'm here all day. Watch the eye. One. Motion. Go.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he is going to get stopped at the line of scrimmage. The defense holds here on the final play of the half. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, these offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway.
All day, baby. Let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Mariota. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Mariota on 3rd and 2. He finds Humphreys. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
First down, Mariota. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Lorenzo Alexander wreaking the defensive havoc. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Mariota's throw on the money to Davis. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
Mike check 33. 33. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. Now he steps away. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
At their own 20-yard line.
Right there.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Mike 19. Mike 5-4. Check. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Hey, watch it. Check 3.
On second down now, it's Coleman. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Mike 54. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check, 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 check. On the ball, on the ball, on the ball. Muscle, muscle. Hey, watch that. Check, Mike.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. Eluding the pressure run. Allen hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you. But is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit and, in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
Check your hot read. He goes to you.
To throw Mariota. Buying time to his left. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Strong left.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Titans have taken the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Allen now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Coleman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
On 2nd and 12, Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
54 Mike. Check, walk 54, walk 54. Check three.
Here's Allen. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
Mariota on first down. Flush to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. On 2nd and 10, Mariota nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lorenzo Alexander leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long.
Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Pick it up, guys.
Mariota now. That's the rookie with the catch, A.J. Brown. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on.
Through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Josh Oliver, 79 yards. And the Bills have retaken the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They keep it with Henry on first down. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads. Bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. On 2nd down, it's Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans have once again taken the lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with this 4-point fourth-quarter lead.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Allen taking it himself, and he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Now this time, Allen will throw. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen, and he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And the Bills first down.
Allen now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. This will be caught by Brown. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. And 2 big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the march.
Got to feel good about what they've just gotten done, and now feel really good about what's in front of them.
Let's go. I got it. I got it.
They'll run on first down. It's Coleman. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Right back to Coleman here on first down. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
I hope you brought your left, because I'm about to take you to school. Pass. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
Back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Back to throw. Allen. And it's caught. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Half 85. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Get ready. Hey, I-7.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And that is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Titans are close to finishing off this football game. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Now they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And Henry's hit. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Check pass. Check pass.
On first down, Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 18. That's a gain of 4 here in the fourth quarter with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Titans, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire